Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to find the distance between two places on a map using the map scale. Right here on the map, this is showing you the symbol for scale. Most maps show you both miles and kilometers. We're only going to worry about miles. On this particular map, the full length of the scale is 200 miles. Every map is different. So this one is 200 miles. Notice that the scale is broken up into three even parts. So halfway between 200, this would be 100. Halfway between 0 and 100 would be 50. Halfway between 100 and 200 would be 150. So we can mentally break up the full length of the scale here to make things easier for us. So let's say I want to find the distance between Olympia, Washington and Salem, Oregon. What I'll do is take the straight edge of a paper and take it through the dots, not the words, the dots of both cities and line it up. And then I'm going to make a mark on my paper where both of those points are on the map. Then I'll move that down to my scale. I want to line my left mark up with 0 and see where my right mark falls on the scale. So the full length of the scale was 200 miles, and this is where it ends. So I'm going to try and estimate how many miles that is. So it's falling about halfway between the 150 and the 200 mile mark. So I would say this is about 175 miles from Olympia to Salem. If I want to find the distance of 2 points that is longer than the full length of the scale, then I have to go through a few more steps. So let's say I want to find the distance between Denver, Colorado and Austin, Texas. I'll line the edge of my paper up again through the dots of both of those cities and make a mark where each of those are. And then once again, I'll line the left mark up with 0. And since my point B is longer than the full length of the scale, I'm going to make a mark where the full length of the scale ends. And then I'm going to write down how many miles that is. So far, that's 200 miles. And then I'm going to move this new mark to the left to line up with 0. And I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to mark it again where 200 ends. And then I'm going to keep doing this until I no longer go past the full length of the scale. So here I am, and I'm at the 150 mark on the scale. So I'll mark that down, and now I just add each of these together. So the distance between Denver and Austin is 750 miles. I will always give you some leeway between each of these when you're figuring them out. So if you came up with 800 miles, I wouldn't be marking you incorrect. I give you a little bit of leeway while you're rounding. And that's how you find the distance between 2 points on a map using the scale.